Our family ranch is about 4 miles west of Ekalaka, Montana. And we've got 3 wonderful children that get to do this with us. And it's awesome. I work side by side with my husband every day. We used to farm almost 4,000 acres.
But I was more passionate about grazing and ranching because I didn't like to farm. I didn't like to sit in a tractor very much. My dad was the farmer, and he was very willing and open to see the change and let us kind of go with it. So we've made the shift.
And we have planted everything back to grassland. And we sold our cow herd this fall. And we are custom yearlings and a stalker enterprise. More of the regenerative practices kind of came in 2011 of actually intensively moving cattle. I don't think we really knew what we were doing at that point. We were just trying some new things. So Ryan went out and bought a little reel and some posts and just started dabbling into it and was just trying it out. And now we have no farm ground on the property.
We did it over a period of several years, and we definitely had our failures. The grazing philosophy now, and it's ever changing, it's pretty adaptive, but we are trying to mimic nature as much as possible. We've been moving anywhere from 2-day moves to 4 times a day with them. But most of the paddocks, they're only concentrated in that area for sometimes 6 hours, sometimes 12 hours, and then it's going to be completely rested for 10 to 12 months. And as soon as we started to kind of do this boom-bust deal where we try to mimic what the bison and other large mammals did back in the day, we started to see new species come in. And that was really, it's encouraging, and we got to see some soil tests on when we started versus now.
14 seconds.
And it's happened faster than I ever would imagine how fast we've grown some of our organic matter.
There's this fine line about walking of overgrazing and overresting, right? And I think that we still are all learning to master that art. I think people get nervous when they see a pasture taken down to the nubbins and think that, they're overgrazing that. But that rest period to us is a huge factor. We have seen some tremendous ecological changes on our property that I didn't think we'd be seeing them this fast. The wildlife, they're thriving. All these beautiful birds, the insects. What is regenerative ag? To us, I guess it rejuvenates not only the animal and plant life and soil health, it's for the people too. The lifestyle is healthier and our attitudes and our mental health has improved tremendously.
This yearling deal should hit our profit target, and we will have some more time off to spend with the kids and have some freedom instead of trying to feed cows when it's 40 below outside. And so that's kind of pushed us to continue to graze this way. It is working really well, and it's really fun to see the wildlife benefit from that. So having 120 some plus people out here was the most we've ever had, and that's the most I've ever spoke in front of before.
Good morning, folks. Thanks for all coming back and dealing with
it. It was kind of terrifying. It really was. I'm not a public speaker, but it was really cool to get all the positive feedback, and inspiring others, and it inspires us as well.
There's a culture, and sometimes we're afraid to think outside the box because that's not the way Granddad did it, or this is how things need to be done.
Well, I've never smelled anything like it.
Oh yeah, right.
The mountains.
If we all want to stay in this game and keep doing this ranching and farming and this rural lifestyle, we all need to make some changes. I think partnerships and getting resources for a ranching and any business is extremely valuable. World Wildlife Fund has been fabulous for us. I had no idea that they help ranchers in Montana. And the RSVP program and the ranchers that are in that, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. And the knowledge and networking right there. But what I like about that is they've opened up so many doors and opportunities for us to continue our education, to get awesome soil samples brought onto our property. We're learning so much that's going on that they have the resources to go out and get that stuff for us, and the time and the funds to go do these awesome things for us. the amount of birds and wildlife that they are monitoring for us and finding out all this stuff for us, it's extremely valuable. And that's going to help us decide if we're turning that needle and where we need to keep going to get better. Now, I look at agriculture totally different. As ranchers, we want to feed the world, but I think we have to start with fixing our ranches one at a time, and then the rest is all going to fall into place.
I used to think, and most ranchers think, that you got to work yourself to death. Hard work is very important, but it's not the most important thing out there. Enjoying time with your kids, making time to make those memories with them, that's so much more important. It's been a journey the last 12 years of getting out of farming and going full into grazing and ranching. Get to slow down and enjoy what we're doing, seeing the wildlife, seeing the cattle, be happy. Pretty hard to beat that for me as a job. When we can take your kids along with you and they're already nerding out for dung beetles. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Ekalaka, Montana.